Hello, welcome. Kristina here. And today's practice, we're going to be discussing body lock number 2. So in yoga, we do call it bandhas. And so we're going to be discussing the bandha of the diaphragm. So pressing the diaphragm up and in. And the body locks, the first one being the base of the spine. So how well can I contract in my lower belly and the pelvic floor to lock my lower back into place. And body lock number 2 is to help lock the T-spine into place. And so for this practice, we'll be needing you will be needing a strap and possibly a block, because we'll be sitting on our heels. So if you need some support or a pillow, please go ahead and grab that. But what we want is we want range of motion of our rib cage. And when we have range of motion of our rib cage, we can release the shoulder, we can release tension from between the shoulder blades, we can stretch out the diaphragm, which is also connected to our lower back. And we're activating the muscles that are along the spinal cord. And really, one of the only ways to stretch out these muscles and to activate the muscles of the central nervous system, the stabilizer muscles, is this really deep inhale and stretching it out and expanding it in all directions. So we're going to practice stretching out the muscles between the rib cage, the intercostal muscles, as well as the serratus here, and really opening up the shoulder blades. And this will also teach your body to use the diaphragm, the abs, the intercostals to breathe, rather than the traps. So if you do have chronic kind of neck pain or pain in the traps or pain in the shoulders, this will really help release a lot of it. And remember that every time you exhale, make that intention that exhale is releasing your tension, and that inhale is bringing in oxygen, it's bringing in healing. And the more that we use our motor to breathe rather than our traps, the more efficient our body and all other movement becomes. So remember that all movement, our limbs, are rooted within the diaphragm. So control the diaphragm on a whole nother level, and then it's a domino effect to anything else in your life, whether it's physical or mental as well. Because remember, the diaphragm connects the central nervous system to every muscle and patch of skin. So let's begin. We're going to take the strap, and we're going to wrap it around our rib cage. We want to wrap it around the bottom part of our rib cage. And this is just kind of guidance. So if you don't have a strap, that's okay. Maybe a towel or something. This will help a little bit. It's kind of like training wheels. And so what I want to do is I want to inhale. I'm not tightening it too tight. I'm just applying a little pressure. So it's just constant pressure. And I will inhale and expand my lungs in all directions. And then when I exhale, I'm going to try to squeeze my rib cage, squeeze my diaphragm in as tight as I can. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. I'm going to show you from the side and then from the back. So from the side, you can see that I am inhaling, expanding in all directions. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I'm going to go from the back. And I'm stretching out my shoulder blades, my rib cage. So you're going to be really stretching out. And you're going to, on your inhale at first, because those intercostals are not used to being activated or relaxing and contracting, you will feel restriction. And this is the restriction that your body feels on a constant basis. So we want our rib cage to work with our lungs. When I'm in a stress position, I'm out running, I'm sprinting, I'm playing soccer, I'm doing something where I'm really fight or flight, I don't want my body to be tight and in stress. I want my rib cage to be like, hey, lungs, let's move together, not, hey, go ahead, try and move, I dare you. So we don't want that. We want them to move together. And so this creates that space. So when these muscles are working, these muscles are not doing all the work, you know? So we're going to do 1 minute of this torso breathing, so breathing into the ribcage. You may use the strap or not. Maybe try the first round using the strap, and then the second round not using the strap. All right, so go ahead and close the eyes, and we're going to take a deep inhale and exhale. We're going to begin the minute. So let's just go do a 5-second inhale, 5 seconds to exhale. Ready, and begin. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And go ahead and go at your own pace. If you want to breathe in and out for longer than 5, please do. But what we're trying to do is find that end point of expansion of the rib cage. So how big can you make the bottom of your rib cage? How big can you expand the bottom of your lungs? And on that exhale, how well can you squeeze everything in, so you're squeezing all of that air out of the bottom of the lungs, really pressing that diaphragm up and in. Good. Take a deep inhale and hold the breath. Hold that end point of tension. Hold. Relax the face and shoulders. And exhale out the mouth, release. Just watch the breath flow here. Hands on the knees, keeping the eyes closed. So with your eyes closed, we're going to do 1 minute of breath of fire, and then we'll go again to torso breathing. All right, so we're going to take a deep inhale, exhale out the mouth, take a half an inhale, and begin. Keep going. Make sure to relax the face and the shoulders, but have powerful exhalation, automatic inhalation. Make sure you are inhaling so that you don't lose your breath. If you need to take a breath, please do, and then begin again. Almost done. Chest up tall, shoulders down the back. Really relaxing the face. Strong contraction. Deep inhale, feel in the belly, hold the breath, squeeze the base of the spine, squeeze. Exhale out the mouth, release. Watch the breath flow naturally here. And then slowly open the eyes. Right, so we'll do 1 more minute of the torso breathing, so expanding the rib cage. Keeping in mind that the mind may wander, so a few points to focus on would just be picturing the lungs. So think of it almost like as a triangle. My rib cage is going to expand more outward from the bottom and not as much from the top. It's really going to expand outward and then pull in. Always another point to focus on is between the brow. I kind of look up at it. It's a mudra. It's very kind of eyes up and at the light between the brow. If that's kind of pain, it takes some getting used to, but it's another focal point that you can use to keep the mind in the present moment. So we're going to go 1 minute. Go ahead and close the eyes. Take a deep inhale and exhale out the mouth and begin. And keep going. Make sure the shoulders aren't rising on the inhale, the traps in the face. The shoulders are really relaxed, expanding outwards. And strong contraction in towards the spine. We're using that strap for some guidance, for just some slight tension against the rib cage. Almost done. You're going to take a deep inhale and hold the breath. Squeeze the lower abs, squeezing them up. Relax the face and shoulders. Exhale out the mouth, release. Watch the breath flow naturally here. And slowly open the eyes. All right. So next we're going to do a movement. We can put the strap to the side. And this movement kind of is based out of or stems from Kundalini Yoga. So if you are familiar with the practice, you'll be familiar with this exercise. If not, then welcome to Kundalini Yoga. It's a really great, powerful practice. And what this movement is going to do, well, first we're going to be getting onto our heels. So if you need to use a block or a pillow to put underneath and sit on there, onto the block, please do. So I'm going to show you from the side because we're going to be doing a spinal flexion. And so what this is, it's really simple and it's really basic. It's almost just like energetically dusting off the spine and activating the muscles along the spine with this gentle, repetitive flexion. So we're going to use the breath to add power to this. So we're going to inhale forward. So you'll inhale. You're going to be focusing on the mid-torso. So you're going to inhale. Pull the chest through the shoulders, pull the lower belly forward. And then when I exhale, I'm really contracting the abs in. So notice that my shoulders aren't moving. It's really gentle. You're not trying to jerk around the spine. And you're really going to go a little slower at first to really get the breathing pattern down. So kind of like this. Eyes closed, hands onto the knees. Inhale. To the belly, exhale. So that exhale really contracts in, so we're really protecting the spine and our little pads between the spine, right? So we really don't want to use the bones or the structure. I'm sorry, the cartilage in between the spine. That's the word I'm looking for. The cartilage. We're using and activating the muscles that support the spine. So we're going to do this for 1 minute. And your mind will wander. Your mind will be like, is this over yet? This is a weird movement. I feel awkward. What am I doing? Continue on and just keep doing the movement. And the more that you practice the movement, the more fluid and the more relaxed you'll be able to be. And at first it'll be a little awkward. So let's go ahead. We're going to do this for 1 minute. So I'm going to close the eyes, hands onto the knees. All right. Let's take a deep inhale. Exhale and begin. So inhale forward, exhale back. So you can start off slow, and then as you get used to the movement, you can go a little bit quicker. Deep inhale, rise the chest up. Squeeze the abs up and in, hold, shoulders down the back, and exhale, release. Just relax here. Keep the eyes closed. Deep breaths into the deepest part of the torso, deepest part of the belly. Notice the changes. Good. Now slowly open the eyes. All right. So this next movement is going to be a rotation. And so again, being very careful with this. If you have any like bulging discs or any low back injuries, take this very slow, or listen to your body and don't do it at all. All right? So again, be careful. We're going to be inhaling left, exhaling right. But first we're going to have our thumbs behind our shoulders, fingers in front. And let's just go ahead and bring the shoulders up and exhale, drop down. So let's do a couple of those. Inhale up, exhale down. Good. So we want the shoulders to sit down the back. Our trap should be nice and loose. Chop those up a little bit, relax those. And I want the elbows to be in line with the shoulders. So we're really dropping them down, lifting the shoulders up. And it helps to keep your chest up so you can drop the shoulders back a little bit more. Knees in, together. And we're going to inhale left, exhale right. So it's going to look like this. So you can start off with really slow movement. So, and when I exhale, I'm really, again, contracting the abs in. And then over time, I'm going to pretend that there's weights at the end of my elbows, and then I can get a really good movement. So it's almost like I'm wringing out the spine. So it can look like this. So it is really important when we're doing this to keep the lower belly and the spine straight up, so we're not twisting with a rounded back. So we're going to do this for 1 minute, all right? So go ahead and close the eyes. And again, the more you do this, the easier it will become. And the deeper you'll be able to go into this movement. So eyes closed, thumbs in front, or thumbs in back, fingers in front, and begin. Inhale left, exhale right. Keeping the elbows up, shoulders down the back, rise that chest up, relaxing the face and shoulders. Think about bringing the elbows back first. And you can maybe get a little bit further or deeper range of motion, or twist each time. Inhale, center. Hold the breath. Squeeze the abs in as tight as you can. Relax the shoulders down. Exhale, release. Hands on top of the knees. A few breaths here. And let's slowly come into child's pose. So big toes together, knees out. Walk the hands forward. Bring that chest down to the ground. Relax the arms down. And let's just take some deep breaths here. You can relax the head to the ground. And really try to find expansion into the entire torso. Find that end point of tension. And then when you exhale, picture all of that tension exhaling out the mouth as you squeeze those abs to the spine. A few more breaths here. And slowly coming up onto the heels again. And let's kick our legs out in front of us. Shake them out. You can bend the knees, kind of wing those knees side to side. We're going to do one more stretch. And again, mobility and range of motion of your rotation, either the lower spine, or what we're going to do right now is the T-spine, will really help open up the hip and the shoulder. Our body is connected in this cross-body connection, so really open that up. And we're going to go ahead and lie on the back. And let's begin by bringing the right knee to the chest. Just kind of circle the legs around, or the knee around. Good, and we're going to take that right leg, and we're going to bring it all the way over. And so I want this knee, so you're kind of really bringing this lower back off the ground. So my lower spine is solid. I'm really getting the rotation up here. So that knee is going to be on the ground. I'm going to take that hand, press the knee to the ground. So this shoulder will be off the ground. I'm going to bring this, and this bottom leg is straight. I'm going to bring this arm up. I'm going to inhale. I'm going to exhale and try to drop the arm back behind me. And I'm going to hold here. And when I breathe, I'm going to breathe into my rib cage. So I'm going to expand. If you can see there. And then exhale. Squeeze everything in. So inhale, reach the arm up. Exhale. Drop the shoulder down the back, looking to the right side. Keep that right knee to the ground if you can. And now we're just going to kind of wave the arm around, really stretching out the chest here and the rotation. You can put the palm down, open the palm up. Deep breaths, expanding that rib cage. Good. Now we're going to take that bottom leg and we're going to grab the foot. So if you need a strap, you can grab the strap around the foot. We're going to take that foot. And now we're going to keep that knee to the ground, and we're going to inhale into that rib cage. Find that tension and exhale. Pull everything in and try to bring that shoulder to the ground. Really pop the chest up so it's easier to press that shoulder down. So inhale. Notice I'm coming out of the stretch a little bit. And exhale. 2 more breaths, inhale. Expand the rib cage, exhale. Press that shoulder down. 1 more breath. Good. Now slowly unravel. And we're going to get to the other side. Right, so we're going to extend the legs out, start on the side, and we'll bring this top leg up and over. Take this hand over the knee. And we're going to stretch out that chest. Right, so inhale, reach your arm up. Exhale, open up. Kind of move that shoulder around. Make sure the shoulder's not up by the ear. It's pressed down to the back. Really stretching out the connective tissue, that fascia that holds that shoulder in. Good, inhale, reach up. Exhale. And just find those spots that have tension and really breathe into those spots. Expand that rib cage. Exhale, pull up the belly to the spine. Good. Let's grab that bottom foot with a strap or with your hand. And keeping this knee to the ground at a 90-degree angle. So inhale into the belly or into the rib cage. Exhale. Try to press that shoulder to the ground. A few breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And slowly unravel, bottom leg. And we're just going to end in Shavasana. So legs out, palms up. Let's take 3 deep inhales and exhale out the mouth. So begin inhale and exhale. 2 more inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. And then take a minute here and relaxing into the mats. Just watching the breath rise the belly on the inhale and then drop the belly down on the exhale. Relaxing the face, the arms, the shoulders, the torso. That relaxation is going to move all the way down the legs to the tips of the toes as you sink deeper into your mat with each exhale. Relaxing here, noticing the changes. Right, let's come back into the body, take a deep inhale, and exhale. Wiggle the fingers and the toes. Let's bring the knees into the chest. Massage that lower back to the ground. And drop the feet down, reach those arms up overhead. Deep breath in, exhale, reach those arms up, pull that belly in. Okay. Let's roll to the side and use that top hand to press yourself up to a seated position. All right. Well, thank you for joining me for that practice today. I hope that you were at least were able to find some deeper awareness into the rib cage and the movement that it can provide you. And remember that you can take that individual exercise and just practice that with breath of fire, with the co-activation breath. There's so many different ways to practice this. This is just one of the many. So thank you for joining me today, and until next time.